Okay, we got the camera running, guys. This is going to be a special edition, number 174.5. You guys ready? This is going to be fun.
This is going to be.
Mitchell Befoden, give me a countdown, please.
3, 2, 1.
The What's Neat This Week video podcast is supported by enthusiastic model railroaders just like you. Additional support is provided by Yelsma Graphics, America's leading distributor of quality railroad art and embroidered clothing since 1985. Check out their website at yelsma.com. Additional support is provided by Spring Creek Model Trains, your destination for model trains. Stop in and say, wow. Check out their website at springcreekmodeltrains.com. Further support is provided by the NCE Corporation, the power of DCC. Visit their website at ncedcc.com. And thank you for supporting the What's Neat This Week podcast.
This is What's Neat This Week in Model Railroading, Special Edition, show number 174.5 for October 30th, 2021. I'm your host, Ken Patterson, and tonight we're going to do something just a little bit different. If you remember watching the show on June 12th, that is number show 159, where that was the last appearance that my mother of my children appeared on, and in that show, Dave Davis said something very interesting to us, and that was, wouldn't it be great if we could actually have a tour of a great store, a hobby shop, the one that caters to all of our needs in N-scale, HO-scale, model vehicles, and the like. Well, we've got just that for your viewing pleasure this evening. We are going to feature Spring Creek Model Trains out in Deshler, Nebraska. This is a video that they recorded sometime around April 2021, whereas they give us an absolute amazing tour of that store and all the amazing stock that's in it. Dave and Deb Zucker, the proprietors of that store, along with their sons, Jeff and Mike, give us a guided tour of the most amazingly stocked store I think I've ever seen. Mike, we went out there one time. Do you recall that?
Yeah, it was 2019, before the pandemic. He had a show, I think every 2 years he had a big show out there during the summer. And we finally made it up there in 2019, and man, that store just blew me away.
It's amazing, and I think it's time for another field trip up there, don't you think?
Yeah, road trip.
I agree.
You ready? All right, guys. So let's let this video roll. I present to you now Jeff and Mike Zucker as they give us an amazing tour of the store.
Hello, everyone, and thanks for coming to Spring Creek Model Trains.
We've been missing seeing everybody out at the train shows, so we thought we'd invite you all here, and our sons Jeff and Mike are going to give you a tour of the store.
Hello everyone. Here I am standing in front of our books and magazine selection. We have books on how to build a model railroad. We have books on the prototypes, magazines on the prototypes, and we even have DVDs from several different manufacturers.
Hey, come on down this way. We got more to show here. We got one of our cabinets here with a bunch of our HO locomotives, plus some of the cool detail cars that we have from a lot of different custom vendors out there. And over here, just standing here by a lot of our components and details.
Yep, we got detail parts from various manufacturers, from Moloko, Tangent, all the way down to Athearn, all their parts, wheels, tools. We carry true color paint.
And over here we got more of our digital components. We're carrying all the different deals from Digitrax back there, a lot of the Wathers controls, Tortoise switch machines. And then on this side of our aisle we got a lot of our ready to roll locomotives. our Intermountains that you see there, and even some of the Genesis here on this aisle.
Here we are, everybody, in our HO locomotive aisle. On one side we have all of our Ather and Genesis. On our other side we have Atlas, some Genesis, and our scale trains selection. Up high we even have some Broadway Limited. As we go through this, you'll see how many we have in stock currently in the store. And we also have our other side of our display cabinet, which is full of Ather and Genesis locomotives and a few other brands, but mostly Genesis. And if you look right here is the Railfan Models Boeing plane car that we helped develop with them. And it's really neat, and it's exclusive through us.
Our Wathers locomotives aisles, I should say, plus our Intermountain cars. But out here on the front, we got a Woodland Scenics. We got our Just Plug and the Tidy Track systems that we have in stock. To start off this aisle, we got one of our Spring Creek exclusive items, the Lincoln Grain car here. So we still got several of those cars available. So check those out. Those are on the web. As we go down the aisle here, though, you'll see all the Intermountain rolling stock that we have. Several different varieties and types here throughout. Down at the very end, we have more of the Red Caboose, or older runs of the Red Caboose items in HO scale. Up top, you'll see a bunch of the Wathers kits that we have. So in stock kits, we got more in our warehouse in the basement. Kits on this side, locomotives on this. We have all of our Wathers Proto, Wathers Mainline. We got Fox Valley models, Rapido, Bowser locomotives, even our Cotto locomotives here in HO scale.
Now we're in our Ather and rolling stock aisle, where we have Genesis and ready to roll rolling stock. And just so you guys know, from here on both of these shelves to where you are, that is all we have on the web. That is just our cabooses right now. The rest of this is still waiting to get loaded. And as you can see, we have a bunch of stuff. We have the new tank cars that just came in, that LPG cars. We have the newer run from Roundhouse cars, tons of ethanol tank cars along the bottom, and we have all the newer semi-trailers that they've done.
All right, everybody, now we're in our Wathers aisle and our Atlas aisle here for the rolling stock. Primary section on this is our passenger cars. So all this here that you see is all the passenger cars. We got all the Wathers, Ather, and Rapido, Wathers Proto. So Atlas side, you can see we got the whole aisle filled up with Atlas. Several of their new products there at the bottom. The new Trinity hoppers that have come in. Also, we got the new Wathers auto racks here. Just showed up just the other month. So they're here in the aisle. Several of their different Wathers main lines. You can see the different red tags throughout the aisle here with the new stuff that's been showing up. So here at the very end, we have Exact Rail. Several of different items from Exact Rail that we've been carrying over the years.
Okay, here we are in our what we call our cold car aisle, our various manufacturer aisle. On one side here we have Arrowhead Models, which is their committee design hopper. We have a bunch of Pennsylvania still left, so if you're looking for those, we got some. On our other side we've got Moloko and Rapido and Bowser going on. I want to highlight a car that we still have. We have our Omaha, Lincoln, and Beatrice sand hoppers. These were also known as the Big Red Line. They were built to haul gravel for a cement plant company. As we move through, we have the new American Limited Models tank car. We have Tangent here, which also has, we have some 86-foot boxcars left, L&N and Western Pacific. We have the 4,000 coal hoppers, some grain cars, gondolas. On this other side, you'll see all the various manufacturers of coal cars and iron ore cars we have from Intermountain, Wathers, Athearn. We have two exclusives that I want to show you. First off is from LBF, which I know is an older manufacturer, but we have 1 6-pack left of our OGEX coal cars that are, the number and the run was exclusive to us. We have also a bunch of different various LBF cars still left if you're interested in kits. The other exclusive we have is our Kansas City Power and Light Montrose cars. We have a couple 6-packs left of those and a few singles. Those, I don't believe anybody else has ever done that car. And then as we come down, you'll start to see we switch over to, we got some Trainworks trailers, and then we have scale trains, Autorex, carbon black cars, air slides, 5188s. And then we have a little bit of Fox Valley left in their HO line. So in this aisle, we have our O gauge. We don't have a ton of O gauge, but we do carry Atlas brand. We got a variety of stuff from flat cars to box cars, tank cars, a few of the California Zephyr passenger cars left, some flat cars. Once we get past the O gauge here, all this other stuff along here is all the new stuff that's come into the store lately, along with our selection of Kato Unitrack sets up above. So you can see we get a lot of new stuff every month for our customers to enjoy. And if you're interested in the new stuff, check out our Facebook page and watch for the videos that come out.
This is definitely my favorite part of the store, so glad to show off the N scale here, what we have. So this is our display cabinet that we got, highlighting several different locomotives from all the different manufacturers of N scale. Got a lot of our microtrains cars in here, a bunch of the rail box set. Showcase miniatures, they do a lot of really cool details there, cool trucks and different stuff there for the N scale modeler. You also see the sets. We got sets of microtrains up and down. More of our locomotive starts in this area. So this whole cabinet all the way through here is our locomotive section. So we got Atlas, scale trains, Kato, Intermountain, Broadway Limited. We got Athearn on the next aisle. See all of our details here. Different track components from different manufacturers, Atlas and Kato. So definitely check that out. Come over to the next aisle. We got several different deals here. More locomotives from Fox Valley, Athearn, Rapido. We got Broadway Limited there. Got several different rolling stock. This is primarily where we keep all of our Intermountain rolling stock. A lot of our Kato passenger car sets. More passenger cars there from Rapido, and microtrains and Atlas are kind of all stored in this area. And then we got a Fox Valley model section there.
So here we are in this aisle, which is our Athearn aisle is what we call it, but it also has red caboose. We have a lot of old red caboose runs still, and of course a little BLMA right there that you can see. Up top is our Wather structures, and if you come over to this other side of this aisle, which is wider for the doorway, is where you'll see all of our Athearn. Across the bottom are ethanol tank cars, and then a variety of different cars throughout.
All right, everybody, you can see one of our end caps here in the N scale idle. This has got our one section of our JTC containers there. So you can see those are primarily some of their 40 and 45 foot containers. In this aisle here now, this is primarily our Atlas aisle. So you can see a lot of the new Atlas products throughout here. Some of their new Trinity hoppers is there. We got some of the older tank car runs along this area. On this side, we got a mixture of Atlas up front there. We got some of their multi auto rack carriers are there. A lot of the Atlas, got some exact rail boxcars, and then even some of the Trainworks trucks. All right, here in this aisle, start off on the end caps, we got the scale trains containers. We got several of theirs, reefers and dry boxes that you'll see on the different end caps. Coming into here, we got the Eastern Seaboard models, scale trains, all their rolling stock that we got. A couple of the different Atlas items here with ballast cars and ore cars. Up top here, we got the grain belt models, grain bins there, so those are very neat. This side we got the Blueford shops, and we got Trainworks primarily, along with Wheels of Time, and plus some of the Kato sets up top there. All right, we're on the back side of the aisle this time to show off that we do have vehicles and different detail parts in N scale. So here we're starting our coal car aisle. So this is the latest run and some of the older runs of the Athearn 5-pack Beth Gone coal cars. Up top we even got the Tangent UP hopper that's out. Multiple Atlas runs here that you can take a look at. And then we got the LBF or Intermountain line. On this side we got more coal cars. This time Blueford, Athearn, Trainworks. So we got a lot of their 100-ton quad hoppers and their RD4s there. But up top we got the JTC, so we got all their different chassis, bulk containers.
Now we're in our truck aisle, or that's at least what I call it. You can see our wall of Athearn trucks along with River Point Station here. We carry a lot. We even have a few of the newer Wheels of Time 3D prints. You also start to see we have trucks and stuff by a bunch. We try to load up on those for everybody. We have them on the floor there over here. We have a few Oxfords, some Herpas, even a few Burkinas. As you can see, now we get to Seamaster and more Athearn. And as we finish and turn here, you'll see our Norscot die-cast masters. And along the wall, you'll see all the classic metalworks we have. If those are things you're looking for, come and get them here. Well, here we are on a two-parter of our wall of containers. So we have right here, back in this section, is our Walther Seamaster containers, a few Cotto, our Atlas Pines trailers, Walther Seamaster trailers, and as we pan around, you'll see some lumber loads, Atlas containers, Intermountain containers, and one I really want to highlight is we carry Jaeger loads right here. Then we come to Columbus Trainmaster center beam loads and some more Jaeger loads down here. And as we keep coming back, you'll start to see Scale Trains containers. We have reefer and dry box containers still. And we have the start of some other detail parts with Blair Line and Walthers and Showcase Miniatures.
Here we got even more. We got Athearn, right? We got their 53 footers. We got 48s, right? Got my favorite up there. Got the SB 48 footer. Got some Walthers details here. More of those containers, you get into more of the international 45, 40 footers there from Athearn. Got a lot of different choices. Down below, we got coal cars, right? Miller Engineering, animated signs. We got chassis, right? Chassis back in the corner. We got more Walthers detail kits.
Hi everyone again, it's David. I want to talk to you a little bit about the Intermountain Rock Island bi-level auto rack that we'll be doing in a blue scheme with the Route Rock. Sales have been very good in HO, and we're really excited to announce we're going to be doing the N scale version also.
So if you're looking for the people for your HO scale layout, we got a full line selection there of the Woodland Scenics and Walther Seamasters. Up here is starting our digital world. So this is our Soundtracks decoder wall, plus our ESU decoder wall there.
As you come this way, you'll start getting into the Digitrax decoder selection and TCS decoder selection. We have full lines on both.
I want to say thanks for coming, and remember to have fun with your model trains.
Guys, that was absolutely amazing. I mean, what did you think, Austin?
I mean, it's incredible how much inventory they can have, and you know, it's kind of weird how they're in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
But yet they can still support something like that.
But they have such a strong email.
Yeah,
you know,
I was gonna say
web
yes,
presence.
web
I was-
presence.
About 6 months ago, I was looking for a certain car, and I'm like, man, Athearn hasn't produced it in like 2 to 5 years. I don't know. But I called them up, and I'm like, you know, do you guys have any of these? It's like, yeah, I think we got 8 5-packs. So $900 later, here. I was
know,
a happy guy, but you know, it was nice that they had it.
And those special runs that they have, like that big red car, and
Yeah.
the other ones that
The
are.
Rock Island auto rack
Yeah,
that
yeah.
I model modern,
Yes.
but I still had
I
to
wish-
have one.
I wish they would have went up a little closer to that one car in that case that they are exclusive with. He said it was a plain car.
Right.
I'd
Yeah.
like to see a little more of that, actually.
Plus, they've got a lot of distribution of a lot of 3D printed models that are not available anywhere else in the market. But you can check all this material out and find it at springcreekmodeltrains.com. They've got an incredible website presence, and all of that is available to you guys for purchase.
That's great.
So,
Vehicles,
Yep,
and T-shirts too.
that's
Books,
right.
Yep.
They stocked any Yelsma's stuff.
All
Awesome.
kinds of weathering materials, powders and stuff.
Absolutely.
I bought a lot of stuff.
And aren't they giving us and our viewers a code that we can use for the rest of this month?
I think that they are, but this is October 30th, and that code's going to expire by the time folks see this video. So
that's a
rather than
shame.
give that out, let's save that for next month when they come up with another code for us, guys.
Good idea.
So with that, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this special edition number 174.5 of the best hobby in the world with some of the best people in it, my friends, and I love all you guys. Guys, here's where we say, let's go run some trains.
That's right.